Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? And it's good to have you guys back. I want to say a very big welcome to all of you that have been with me all this while. Thank you for your love, thank you for your continuous support, and God bless you all. And I want to say, if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe and be the member of my family. All right, and God bless you. See you soon, guys. Hello guys, so welcome back, and I want to say a very big happy Thanksgiving to everyone, all of my American families out there. Say God bless you all. So guys, without wasting your time, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and stay cool and blessed. So in today's video, I want to talk about some of the things that parents do ignorantly or sometimes knowingly or unknowingly to our children that is not good. And this video is for everyone, both our TTC sisters and brothers that are expecting and believing God, that we know very soon it is going to be your testimony, your gift, your gift is going to be in your hands very soon. So guys, let us go into the video proper, and I want to start saying this, that I know that everyone with different cultures, with different ethnics, with different belief, with different background and upbringing, okay? Everybody has their own upbringing, and sometimes we do things ignorantly, thinking that we are doing the right thing, all right? So please guys, ignore the background noise, okay? My kids are actually there disturbing. So I want to say this thing, irrespective of our cultures and differences, that there are things we do sometimes as parents, sometimes we do it out of love, sometimes we do it ignorantly, sometimes we do it without knowing what we are actually creating in our children's mind tomorrow. So and one of those tips, and for the sake of this video, I'll be sharing just 3. I don't know if it will be more than, but let us proceed. And I want to urge you, if you have anything you want to tell me, please leave it in the comment section and I will continue the discussion there. Leave your contributions as well, okay? I am still learning, okay? I'm just sharing this thing from my own experience, because this is my 9 years as a mother, okay? So I want to share this with us, and I'm hoping to get responses from you, okay? God bless you and keep watching. So guys, number one thing I want to say here is, when it comes to beating, okay, there are sometimes the both parents don't have this mutual understanding about how to train a child in the time of discipline a child. It is right to discipline a child in a hard way sometimes, because growing up as a child, I remember very well how my mother and my father trained us when it comes to discipline. And every parent should have these disciplinary measures that they use towards their children. My own way of disciplining my child might not be the same way you do yours, and the same way you do your own might not be the same way I do mine. So we have different differences in that aspect. But this is one thing I've come to know, I've come to understand, I've come to learn, and I've equally made some of these mistakes before, but at the long run I learned my lessons from them, and they're actually not good. Like for instance, when a mother is beating her child and the father comes in and just barge in and say, "Want to kill her? Stop killing, stop beating my baby and stop beating my child," like that. The same thing goes to the mother. When the father is beating the child, the mother will just flip up and we like, "Please leave her," or "We want to kill her because of that thing." That is a very terrible mistake that we parents do, and it will make the children see us to be, maybe this one like me and this one hates me, making your children feel less of the others, all right? Like for instance, a child did something wrong, quite all right, okay? This is where I'm heading to, okay? A child do something wrong. As a mother or as a father, the father beats that child depending on what the child did, all right? The father beat that child and the mother just come in Is it why you're beating her? Just because of this little thing, you are beating her. It is a very, very bad manner. It's not a way to approach that particular issue at that moment. You are only complicating issues, okay? If a mother beats up a child and the father is there, that father don't have any reason to react at that moment, okay? I know that no mother or father will want to beat a child to kill that child. I've not heard about it before, okay? It takes love to correct somebody. It don't correct whom you don't love, all right? So, and I believe no mother out there and no father out there would want to beat up his or her child till death, okay? Till the child dies. When you see you're a father correcting her daughter or her son, you being the mother, relax, chill, all right? It can be hard to do, but when you learn to always keep short when a father is beating his child, you see that you will grow to become part of it. And why I'm saying this is that it's not that you will not talk to your husband. Maybe he beats the child in a wrong way. You don't just approach him at that moment in the presence of that child. What you need to do is, after the whole thing, you can call your husband inside, or when you guys are separate, you can talk to him that the way you beat this child is not the way you're supposed to do it. You guys should iron out things privately, not in the presence of your child or your children, because it can cause one-side hatred. Like when you bring a scale to weigh the rate of love, when a father is beating a child and the mother comes to rescue that child, the child will feel that the father hates him or her the more and the mother loves him or her more. It brings this kind of divided love in the heart of that child. So it is not proper. When you are trying to scold a child, don't fight in the presence of your child. Don't fight over trying to correct a child. It is totally out of it. I know that so many of us we get me wrong, but please don't get me wrong. I am not saying that you should watch your husband to kill your daughter or your son, or watch your wife to kill your daughter or your son in your presence. That is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when it comes to disciplinary measures, depending on the level of what the child did. Because there are some things children will do and you want to correct them by beating sometimes, because you have to beat them to correct their knot, because most times their knots always loose, so you have to beat them to correct that knot. That is number one. Never you correct your spouse in the presence of your child when he or she is beating that child. And I'm taking this thing upon now, because we do it more. Like, yes, I've done it before. We like rescuing our children because most of the time father they beat like the child is their mate, okay? And we beat with love. We can beat a child 10 times in a day, but the father will just beat only once, and that one is one, and that child will never misbehave again. So that is my number one thing. And the next thing and second point for the sake of this video is that never you have a preference among your children. Never you have a favorite child among your children. It is true that we children, to our parents, sometimes we say my mother is my best, my father is my best. Every child has who they want to stay with more. Like for instance, in my own case, my bigger son likes to stay with the father. Why? Because the father always give him the chance to watch cartoon, okay? He can be with the father from morning to night and be watching cartoon. The father will not be bothered. Anything that he wants to eat, the father will give him at every time, at every penny. If he wants to drink juice, go and take. But me as a mother, I will not. Instead of you taking juice, depending on the time, I will give you food. And another thing, it can't be with me and your eyes will be on the telly from morning to night. That is that is totally unacceptable for me. So he preferred to stay with his father. When I'm going out, he'll be like, Mama, are you going out today? He'll be happy that I'm going out. Not that he will not miss me, but to enjoy that particular moment, he wants to stay and watch that TV, that cartoon is what he likes more. So we all have favorites, okay, in our parents. Some people have their father as their best friend in the family. Some people have their mother as their best friends. I'm not talking about that, but as you as a mother, never you have a special child. Maybe you have 3 children, but you chose one to be the most special. You want to do everything to please that one. When they are fighting, you are always supporting this your favorite child. So please, it is not good. It's a bad seed you are sowing in the heart of that child, and when that child grows up, you will not like what that child will become. And the last but not the least, and I see it as very, very important as well, is never you put this mindset in your children that they are the most valuable children on earth. I know that everybody loves their child. I love my children. I believe you also do to yours as well. Nobody will say that he or she hates his child or not, but it will not make them see themselves to be the most valuable people on earth. Okay, like when they go outside, they don't see other children to be important. They see themselves to be the first on everything. They feel that their father buys more than them, and other kids are not important. Maybe other kids that do not have children, you will see making them feel so inferior, making them feel so less, less of a woman. Never you put that mentality. You value your children. You take your children to high esteem in the sense that you want the best for them, but you putting the mentality in their head that they are the only children, okay, on earth. That is where it becomes so bad, because when it enters their head, they will not respect anybody. They will not fear anybody. Make them understand that even other children out there, they are being valued as well. And their parents also value them just like the way you value yours. That is how other children value their own. And never you treat other people's children to be trash. Just as the way God gave you your own, you carried your own for 9 months. That is the same way God did to other person. That is the same way he will still do for other people that are still looking up to him for that. So never you see your own to be the most. I remember in those days how madams always treat people's children, and I'm like, God, are these people human beings? Didn't they put to bed through the normal process, like the CS or like the vagina, the way we call it? But why are they seeing themselves to be the most? People cover their children. Even when they do evil, they cover them. But when you go out there, they look at other people's children, see them to be vagabonds, see them to be useless, name them. So never you put that mentality on them that they will look down on people. So these are the 3 points I want to leave with us in this particular video, and I hope that we will continue this topic next time, somehow, some way, and I don't know where. But guys, let us put all this in practice. I also am learning. I am not perfect in everything. As you are learning, I'm learning. Tell me other things that you wish I know as well, okay? Other things that you wish I should know, or if you are saying against what I'm talking about or what I've said, also give me your reasons that I will understand also what has worked for you, for your children, and what I've been able to learn from your children being a mother or being a father. And I will see you guys in my next video. Please go ahead, subscribe, share this video, and I will see you in my next video. Stay blessed, and remember that for me to live is Christ, and it is a privilege for me to be alive in the land of the living. And I, Patricia, can never take it for granted. See you guys. Bye.